This woman that you see right here looks seemingly innocent, but her body count will make you question how the fuck did she manage to handle that many cocks. Her name is Lillian, and when she goes on dates, she doesn't tell men what she does for a living, making her dates think that they scored big with a normal hardworking 10 out of 10, when in reality she's a certified 304 that has been ran through more than a New York City subway station during rush hours on a Monday evening with a record-breaking body count.
On your Twitter, it states that you love being a sluzza.
Yeah.
What's a sluzza?
A slag. Slut. Whore.
Shaggy.
Hoe. 304.
Sluzza.
Sluzzer.
Is this like a British term or?
I don't know. I just know it's like, I'm guessing
like
it's a British
slang.
term if
Okay.
you guys don't know it. But yeah,
And you
like
do-
a
so
massive
you do-
sluzzer.
You do porn, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just curious, how many men have you done scenes with? Do you know? Do you keep count?
No, I couldn't tell you.
Do you have an estimate, a range?
It's in the triple figures.
Triple figures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, triple
Triple
digits.
Like in different men?
Yeah.
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 Okay, got it.
It's over for her.
How many? Because in your pre-show notes, you say that you're too much of a slut to date anyone. This is not my words. Your words. You said you're too
Right
much
now,
of a
I'm
slut.
just having too much fun being a slag to date anyone.
Okay. And so you're not dating any civilians,
No. Oh, no.
as
no.
they're called.
No, I've not taken anyone hostage just yet.
Okay. Do you? I mean, how long have you been involved in the adult industry?
3 years.
3 years. During that time, have you dated any civilians?
Yes. But only for like 6 months.
6 months. Do you tell them up front? Like, because I'm sure, like, you go out to bars and clubs, you meet a dude at a bar and a club. Do you have dating apps, maybe?
It really depends, but my dating app, I don't think I've got really many dating apps anymore, but when I did, I set them to very conservative photos and like...
Wait, you'd send them conservative photos?
No, like set it so it didn't like really attract, like I wasn't posting like me like, yeah, it was just like
Okay, you
me,
save that
like
for
a
the
selfie,
podcast.
me with my dog, like more conservative photos. And
Okay.
I didn't outright say like what I do.
So, but you would, because you also said, and I don't know if you said this. Okay, you also said you've never not what on the first date?
I've never not shagged someone on a first date.
So every time you've been on a first date.
I can't help myself.
Okay. And you've dated for the 3 years that you've been doing porn, you've dated during that period, correct?
Yeah, like I've gone on dates, not necessarily.
But
yeah.
so, like, would you disclose to them that you're involved in porn?
Not all of them, no.
Oof. Okay, look, I mean, you're just, I suppose there's an argument to be
Especially if you just meet someone for one date and you shag and then you like, you don't talk anymore.
Look, I suppose you could make the argument that, like, you're not, there's certainly no legal obligation certainly for you to disclose that you do porn. From my view, and perhaps maybe a lot of men also would agree with me, maybe the chat can weigh in here. I would hope, if I met a girl on a dating app or in person, whatever, that she would disclose to me if she does porn.
Yeah, facts.
So that I could rightly
do.
disqualify her. Here's the thing for me, like, even...
Do you find it embarrassing, like, if you were to sleep with someone and find out that they were afterwards a porn star, would you be, like, embarrassed and,
No,
like,
but it might go
worried
to
about
that
it?
moral.
Why would you not tell them that you're a porn star?
Just because, well, sometimes, like, I just meet them for a date and I don't want to answer all the questions.
But I mean,
that
that's
come
one of the
with it.
first questions. What do you do?
Yeah,
How do you
usually
live
go,
for?
I work
Would
online.
you
It's
omit?
really...
So you'd omit.
Pardon?
You would omit. Omission.
What does that mean?
So you wouldn't... Maybe
I just wouldn't admit it. Like, I'd
Exactly,
just be
yeah,
like,
okay.
oh, I work online. It's really boring.
Oh my God.
But what would cause you to want to do that
really
instead of just
boring.
saying this is what I do?
Because sometimes I don't want to go through the whole conversation and like, obviously people look at you so much differently and I just don't want to go through the whole...
Brixton's Flannel donated $100.
Lily would be a 10, but she's been ran through more than the Chicago Bears defensive line, so she's a 2.
I'm gonna fix her. I can fix her. I got her. We're gonna make her a trad, not my trad wife, but we'll make her a trad wife.
It's a trad wife.
I actually should do a segment. We should chat. What do you think? We should do a segment on the show where the OnlyFans girls we come on, we actually push them to like.
We do like etiquette
stop
lessons.
Doing no. We politely push you
Right.
to get out of the adult entertainment industry.
They're not.
I'm not
gonna do
gonna lie. I don't think there's anything that would really.
What's that?
I don't think there's anything
Anyway.
like that would really
That would
push
really
me.
want
Yeah.
push you what?
To not do it.
To not to do it?
Yeah.
What if I told you that? Yeah, I can't think of anything actually. Never mind. Yeah, I can't really help. But
For wanting a relationship with someone.
I've been in when I was in that relationship. He said he was like he wants me to stop.
she
And-
said she wants to date a
There's
porn
many
star.
And then we
there's
broke
many
up.
people that are in relationships that do OnlyFans
Yeah.
and porn.
Yeah.
And
Well-
also, there are a lot of guys who are like into it. Like,
Wait,
there
but
are
let's.
a lot of guys.
I do want to stay on the topic. So you said that you would not disclose to like a
Not
civilian.
all the time, no.
Ooh, that. I mean, look. I don't know if you have like whether it's an ethical, moral obligation to disclose, but I know for me that I would want a girl to disclose to me if she does porn, so that I could make the decision of whether I'd want to pursue her or not.
Well,
In-
like
in my
further
case, I would
down
not.
the line, like of
Yeah, but you
course
say you
got-
sleep with the men on the first
Yeah.
date, and perhaps like for me, it's even if, and I'm not interested in casual sex. Like for me, I'm not interested in sleeping with a girl once and never talking to her again. That's pointless to me. But even if I was inclined to do that, I wouldn't even want to have casual sex with a woman who's promiscuous or who's done porn or who has a high body count, because those things are pretty much deal breakers for me.
Yeah.
So-
Well, I don't really go on dates with men that are like, I mean, to be fair, we don't really talk about it that much before the date. But like, if someone's asking me on a first date, like, I mean, I don't think I've ever been on a first date. Someone's been like, "What's
Sure.
your body count?" Or like,
Right.
I
Sure.
hate sluzzers.
Slizzes.
Yeah.
Right, and I do think
Nickelodeon donated $100. A guy you just fucked told you he's fucked 100 plus women online. Is you first concern what his job is, or how healthy he and his semen are?
Nickelodeon. That's a pretty good point. And I mean, one thing that comes with like the porn industry is like the
health.
yeah. And look, the typical argument I hear on this is, well, we get tested every 7 days or whatever, 14 days, whatever it is. I don't know if there's different standards in the UK.
No, it's same.
I do, yeah. And perhaps it's the case that the incidence rate of like gonorrhea or chlamydia or whatever, the primary things that they're testing for, is lower in the porn industry. But what's higher in the porn industry is HPV and herpes, which they don't test for. And if they did test for it, and if having a positive test for those things precluded you from participating in porn, the entire porn industry would collapse, because most of these porn actors have herpes,
Well, I do a
is my understanding.
I do a full panel. It includes like
It
everything.
includes herpes?
Yeah, well, they take blood. They have some.
Oh, yeah, they do also
Some
test
my
for
way.
HIV. Yes, that's the one I forgot.
They make me swab my arse, swab my throat, but like.
Yeah, they swab
They swab? Oh,
you.
shit.
No, is it like you go and swab it yourself?
Yeah, but they don't really.
Your
Okay, but so you get like do you get an email or you get a?
Yeah, an email.
Okay, do they show anything for herpes or HPV? Really?
They show everything.
Yeah, you get a full panel.
They don't test. My understanding, and we've had some other women in the porn industry, adult entertainment industry. My understanding is they don't check for herpes.
I'm
If you
pretty
have a
sure they.
primary care.
Yeah,
and
because
you go to
I.
your
Well, no.
primary-
Okay, I just want to be very precise here. So there's the industry mandated STD testing. My understanding for that, they don't check for herpes and HPV. Now, if you go to your doctor and you're in the porn industry and you want a full panel,
Yeah, everyone
then
that I
yes.
collab with, I make sure that they have a full panel.
Yeah.
Okay. But like, okay, the porn industry, like if you're doing
Yeah.
OnlyFans, that's a bit different. I
Yeah.
think it's.
Yeah, I'm not on Pornhub.
But if you're
or,
like in the fucking,
porn,
if
a
you're
hardcore
in
porn.
the San Fernando Valley and you're shooting like traditional porn, and you want to participate in that way, I'm pretty sure they're not checking.
I'm like
for herpes.
100% sure you have to have a full panel.
I would check.
Okay, all right. Well,
But But also,
I've heard
like,
different things. But
STIs are so much more common, I feel like, in just in the
civilian.
real world. Yeah, because
Well,
like, no
people
one
are
wants to
fucking
talk
for
about
sure.
it.
Like, yeah, definitely even.
And also, what's to
Without
say when I
testing.
fuck these guys on the dates? I'm not using protection.
Well, I mean, you can certain STDs, even if you're using a condom, you can still transfer. You know.
But like I said, that's just the risks of life. Like that's just.
There's a crazy stat. The average age of a porn star who dies, their life expectancy, 37. And there was a crazy one that but general population who does ecstasy, 8%, porn industry, 50%. And I'm curious what your thoughts are on that. Joshua Broom, former porn star, male performer of the year type thing. He knew 35 people who self-deleted themselves, right? And why do you think that is, being in it, having the experience from your perspective?
Well, I think obviously sometimes people go into porn, you know, like Mia Khalifa and like people have recently come out, that it used to be very, very unsafe in terms of like they didn't protect their performers and stuff like that. But like, I mean, for all the shoots I've been on, it's all very, very safe, and like everyone is like, are you okay? Are you consenting to this? They give you a huge list on like what you want to do, what you don't want to do, and stuff like that.
Do you shoot here in the US or in the UK?
I have shot here.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good times. Well, okay. So right now you're not dating civilian men.
No.
Because you say you're a sluzza.
Yes.
You love being a sluzza.
Yeah, I love cock. I'm pussy, to be fair. Like, I'm bi.
Oh, okay. All right. You go both ways. All right. You never not fucked on the first date. Wait. Okay. Question for you, since I mean this is related to being a sluzza. We're gonna do. All right. Okay. How many men have you had sex with in the past 3 days?
3 days.
3 days.
3.
3 men?
Yeah.
Okay. Past week.
Well, because I've been here, I've been working every single day, except from Saturday. What day is it? It's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday, yeah.
Yeah, but then I went to like a party and... Sorry.
A sex party?
Yeah, but it was only people who were tested.
So when was the party?
Saturday.
And it was a sex party?
Well, no, it was someone's party.
But it was a sex party?
But I mean, people were having sex.
It was a sex party,
and
okay.
Like, people were sat in the hot tub, tits out, yeah. But
so
yeah, work
did
like
you have sex at the party?
Yes.
How many people did you have?
2.
2 people?
Yes.
2 men?
Girl and boy.
Girl and boy? Past week, how many?
Every day of the week, and then yeah.
With a new guy.
Yeah.
Past month.
Oh, maths. See, obviously I've come from England, and I didn't really work much in England, so probably like I'm gonna say like virgin on like 17.
Past month, okay. 2024. So that's where we're a month and a half.
May. This is maths.
I know maths. Maths.
I don't know. I think like what day is it?
Tuesday the 13th.
I'd guess like 25, 30. I don't know, 25.
What about how was 2023 looking? I'm asking.
You're just trying to work out how many people I've slept with.
Pretty much.
No, but like I don't work with that many people in England.
And she knows it.
2023. What are we working with here?
Honestly, couldn't tell you. I'd guess
hundreds.
I guess like 100. I don't know. Don't hold me to that.
Like if you had to like in an average week, how many new men were you?
But then I work with so many more people because there's so many more people to work with.
Just
but
like
there I'm working with the same people.
In the UK?
Yes.
Okay, but when you're here, there's...
It's like every single day.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you come to the States?
Well, this is my second time.
How long are you like allowed to stay here? I'm curious.
3 months.
So like, are you on a tourist visa?
Let's do the math on that.
So I'm on holiday.
She's on holiday.
Okay.
Yes. Please don't send me back to England.
Oh, okay.
Deported.
I'm gonna shut that up.
Wait, okay, 2023. So I want to do a breakdown between like men you've shot scenes with and then civilian men.
See, when I'm shooting with like guys, I'm not really sleeping with guys, civilian guys. That's.
But you said you've been doing this for 3 years, and you said during that time you have been.
But I haven't
civilians.
always shot with guys.
Oh, so you'll have break periods, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
and also like, there's no need for me to like always be shooting with different guys. Like,
right.
Here it's great.
You recycle.
Yeah.
You recycle. Okay. 2022. How was that looking?
Oh mate, no, I wasn't doing boy girl.
Okay.
I just girl.
Wait, I'm curious. So you're 22, right?
Yes. Started this
So
when I was 18.
you got into the industry at 19?
18.
18.
Yes.
Okay.
It was just as I was kind of turning.
Grid 1 Motorsports donated $100. Does the sluzzer bang multiple dudes in one day? Do any finish in her? As a man, the one thing you never want to think about is another dude being able to ask how his dyke
that's
tastes.
a yikes.
Stop it, get some help.
So if obviously
Stop it. Get some help.
If I'm having I've had like threesomes with guys, and so obviously I'm shagging
Sure.
2 guys in one day. But if you're talking about like one guy and then the next guy, yes, but the first guy I will get him to like spunk on my face and not in me.
To what? Spook?
Spunk.
Spunk.
Come.
Spunk, come.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
Spunk on my face, not
Good
in
to
me.
know. Wait, good to know. So wait.
I'm so thoughtful, you know.
So you said you've done threesomes. How many threesomes have you done, do you think?
Dude, how long's a piece of string?
How many? If you had to like give a range, over 100 threesomes?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm not that much of a slag.
Because I saw a clip from some. We do some pre-show research. You said there was a hot tub 10 guys story.
Yeah, that wasn't for a video. That was just personal life.
But did you? All 10 of the.
Like bits.
Bits?
So like soaking off, hand job.
And they were all tested?
No, this was before I did boy girl.
Is the stuff you're doing now more extreme from when you were 18 to now where you're at, or is it less extreme?
No,
or?
it's so much more safe, and like people talk so much more openly about like your wants, your needs. Like I said, like, you could literally be like, I don't want to do any of this, just like I want it soft, I want it nice, like.
Wait, so.
But in actual sex, we don't actually talk about that.
In the 10 guy hot tub thing, how many?
Yeah, this is on a family ski holiday.
How many?
Just casually talk.
You had sex with a couple of them or all of them?
A couple of them.
No, was this a group thing, or like you'd take one, come back to the hot tub?
There was a hot tub and there was also a sauna, and I was like having sex with a couple of them in the sauna, and then others.
In the sauna, I feel like that's kind of dangerous.
It wasn't actually.
I sauna almost daily, and I don't want to have sex in the sauna. It's hot, and
it really wasn't that bad. I don't know. It was because we're skiing. It was really cold, so it's not that bad.
Okay, well, so okay. How many threesomes have you had?
Oh,
if you had to give it a range.
Not that many.
Not that many. Oh, okay. I thought you were the queen of threesomes.
I'd say like 20.
Any foursomes?
Yeah.
Any fivesomes?
1.
Any sixsomes?
No.
Sevensomes? Eightsomes?
I don't really count. I'm not like 1, 2, 3, but you know what I mean. I'm just shagging.
To Grid 1 Motorsports question, how many in a 24-hour period? Like how many in a 24-hour period, Nick?
4 on separate occasions.
In like a one day.
This was one evening.
Okay, and it wasn't group sex. It was one.
No. This was separate. No, one of them was a threesome.
Oh, one was a threesome, and then
with a girl and a boy, and then the others were all, and then it was one guy, one guy.
It was a threesome with a guy and a girl, and then one guy, and then one guy.
Yeah,
I see. Okay, and this was for shooting scenes, or was this like a sex party type thing?
Fun.
It was a what?
It was for fun.
It was for fun.
Yes.
Was it like a swingers thing? Was like a sex club?
I was just horny, and
what was the? So were you in college?
And the guys actually knew I was fucking. No, it was actually on holiday.
You were on holiday.
It was in Ibiza.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if that gets any context.
Was that? Isn't that an island in?
Yeah, it's proper like party holiday island.
Yeah. Is that in
it's in Spain?
Spain. Okay. So, was a DJ involved?
No.
I feel like that's just like DJs and shit. I think whatever. Wait. So, what about So 4 in one night, that's the most.
Yeah, except from obviously like, but that wasn't sex, like with the 10 guys.
Right. Wait, so the hot tub thing, you had sex with all 10?
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't have sex with all 10. The 4 in one night was all sex.
Wait, so, okay, give me a breakdown of, I want a detailed breakdown of the hot tub thing. Was that also on vacation?
I was quite drunk, so yes, holiday.
Holiday goes down on holiday.
I meet this bunch of guys, and they're like, come back to us, we have a hot tub.
It's just you?
And my friend was also there, but
okay.
her boyfriend was friends with them, and so she had gone already like in another bedroom with her boyfriend. So it was just me in the hot tub with all these guys.
And so, okay, I want like a chronological order of what went down with the hot tub story.
I was just making jokes. Like, this is how you start out. Like, you just start making jokes. You're like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if we all shagged right now?
That easy.
It's a good one. Good joke.
Life on easy
And then
mode.
like we started to definitely get into it, you know, like people are like touching my thighs, and I'm like, yeah, do my tits look nice? And people are like filling me up.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay.
And then I'm filling them up, and then like, you know.
But like, give me a play-by-play fucking.
Do you want like me to film this next time? Do you want?
No. But I want to see.
He wants to visualize.
I want the scope of.
Yeah, I don't know. It was exactly 10 guys. That was kind of like a rough. I just know it was a load of guys.
So it could have been more than 10 guys.
I don't.
Were there any other girls?
No.
It was you.
My friend.
But she dipped. She dipped.
Yeah.
So you're there with 10 dudes. Some of them you know. So like, but what is the progression? Because it sounds like you were sexually involved with some of them to varying degrees. So I want like a detailed play-by-play.
So then obviously when you start touching each other up, people get horny, and they start to get hard-ons, and they're feeling your tits and like kissing your tits, and then you start kissing down their body and kissing their cocks, and then like you know, the guys are there. Some of the guys are sat there watching. Some of the guys are, you know, one's getting a bit of a handy, the other one like kissing him and stuff like that. And then it was more like towards the end of it.
Hold on.
Doc Venabilis donated $100. Syphilis was deadly until penicillin. HIV killed hundreds of thousands because of its stealth transmission. The next deadly STD pandemic will come. I pray East End girl reforms before it arrives.
Oh, Doc Venabilis. He's a doctor here. Syphilis was deadly until penicillin. HIV.
East End.
All right.
What does that mean?
East End. I don't know. That's a song or something. Thank you, Doc Venabilis. Appreciate it. And by the way, I actually want to credit you for being open about talking some of these things, because some people may not feel comfortable being so forthcoming and sharing this sort of stuff. So I certainly give you credit for your honesty. So, okay, hot tub, a dozen, a baker's dozen maybe. How many of them did you have intercourse with?
2.
And then...
But then, like, some people pass, like...
did you...
I don't know, like, I guess, like, 4 or 5...
4 or 5 what?
Like, touched up, like, hand job, or, like...
A handy.
Kissing, or, like...
And then, so 2 guys you had intercourse with.
Yeah, because they were like, oh, like, let's go to the sauna. Those 2, and I was like, yeah.
And then how many BJs were given?
I was pretty drunk, but I'd guesstimate like 3 or 4.
And does that count? Like, is it 6? Like, did the guys who also had sex? Was there also the BJ too?
No, I've counted them into the number.
So those are different.
So like when I say 4 or 5, I've counted them in to the BJ count. Does that make sense?
Sort
I'm like
of.
losing my mind.
Sort of. Okay.
Is that a good enough like visual representation of what happened? But it was a really fun trip, and
I feel like, don't take this the wrong way, I feel like that story has to preclude you from like 90% of men. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't mind that. Like, it doesn't offend me that people don't want to date me. Like, that's totally their decision.
Sure.
And
that's fair for you to say.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, obviously, I don't want to date guys that aren't into it.
Do your parents know these stories?
No, they don't. Obviously, I'm not, like, sat at the dining table. Mum, Dad, guess what I got up to today?
If they found this podcast, how would they react?
You know what? I tell them to stay off the internet, Mum and Dad.
And I actually want to add, like, and I'm not, like, I know I was kind of reacting while you're telling that story. Like, I put some of the blame on the men there too, because, like, as a guy, I would be so uncomfortable in that situation. Like, it's just
none of it's
so
pulled,
weird.
so I'm
that's so, like, I don't know, chat. Like, that's so weird. As a guy to, like, I don't know,
yeah,
like seeing your buddies, like, I don't want to be in vicinity of my buddies, like, getting hand jobs. That's kind of like
sus.
It's, can I say it? Is it kind of
who you are?
It might be a little effete, if I can avoid saying a certain word. It might be was that rainbow?
Yes.
I don't know. It's just like, I blame, like, come on.
But then I don't think there's no need to put, like, a label on anything. Like, we're just having fun.
But I never, like, I don't know. Are these your boys? Like, how are you, like?
They're all
I don't think it's considered gay at all.
It's like, nah, it's kind of.
I didn't think it was gay. I thought it was really hot.
All jokes aside, I'm a cybersecurity open source intel expert. You don't own anything you post, and I'm not a blank fiend. Sorry, the TTS doesn't come through. If there's any, like, censored words, it won't read it. Are you prepared to explain mega fellatio and DP to your kids? What is mega fellatio? I don't even know what that is.
Mega fellatio?
What is
like? I think that's
like a mega blowjob.
I swear that's like fellatio is where you self-suck on yourself.
Is it?
I'm like pretty sure fellatio is like self.
I mean, I'm Googling this shit.
I thought it was
Look
like,
away, Manny.
Where you, like, suck yourself.
Oh, no. What the fuck?
Like foreplay?
I don't know what a mega. It's just like.
I'm pretty sure fellatio is where you, like, suck yourself off.
How do you even do that?
I don't know. People who were like
some people are probably like very flexible or
there
something.
There was like a show on where it was like this guy and he was.
I could suck my tits.
But
I
can suck my tits.
Jesus
Can I
Christ.
ask you a question?
Here comes the
Oh, what is going on tonight? Okay. Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. Wait, so, okay. I don't get, like, how could you be, I don't know.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
Like,
yeah, we need to hear more from them.
I don't know. I don't mean this in a mean way, but does sex have any meaning for you?
See, I actually put this in my thing. I was like, I don't think it's that deep, personally. I mean, like, you can obviously have deep sex, but I don't think having sex is deep. Like, for the most part.
My second question, given my line of work, I'm very intrigued by, like, the, I would say, very negative side effects of the sexual revolution and, like, women's sexual promiscuity, because I think women bond differently with their partners when they have sex, whereas men, they can, like, have sex with a bunch of women and there's no emotional attachment even from, like, a chemical level. Do you not feel, like, attached, i.e., like, if you have sex with a guy and you don't hear back from him or he ghosts you, like, does that hurt you at all, or does sex just not mean anything to you?
Personally, like, I've heard of this, like, that girls get this kind of, like, hormone release or something like that.
Yeah.
But personally, in my experience, not really. Like, obviously, sometimes you're like, oh, I fancy that guy. But, like, especially in work, it's very, like, it's not real sex. Like, it's very...
So do you think that the sex that you have done in your work life has maybe changed the way you perceive sex in your personal life?
You know what? I was being a whore before I started OnlyFans anyway. And so not hugely. But I guess to some degree, yeah, definitely. But I'm like, I don't know. I see it as more like just an exchange. Like, it's not like, oh, I love this guy feelings. Like, it's more like...
Did you always view sex like that, even like from the first time you had sex, or did it used to mean something to you?
It used to mean something. Like,
what
when
changed?
I guess when I broke up my first boyfriend, and I was just really horny and, like, just wanted to fuck about. And then that's kind of when like the downfall happened. But the first time I was like, I wanted to kind of like wait a bit more, and then I was just like, oh, it's just not that deep, and just kind of fucked around for the most part.
Yeah, sorry. Wait, so what were we talking about? Oh, yeah, of course. You're telling us about like how many civilians you've... Wait, hold on. Okay, hold on. Wait, and you went to uni, right?
I actually dropped out of uni to do what I do now.
Britson's Flannel donated $100.
Jesus.
Megafellation equals S-ing all the D's. For clarification.
Okay, thank you, Brixton's Flannel. Appreciate the clarification there. Mega fellatio, never heard of that. Thank you.
It's for the books.
Oh, uni. You went to uni.
Yes.
I don't know if I saw this from one of your clips. You said you had a lot of sex at uni.
Yeah, loads. But it's so funny because like I feel like I was more of a whore then than I am now, because like now I do it for work, so it's like I don't need to be fucking about all the time.
Huh. What was the sex education from your parents, from childhood, from
not really any
first sexual experiences?
Yeah, not really any.
I feel
they just told me like don't have sex until you're like old, but that was about it. They didn't teach me anything about it. No.
Wait, so okay, when you say you were in uni for 4 years, or did you drop out?
No, I dropped out to do what I do now.
How long were you doing uni? 1 or 2 years?
I went to one lesson.
And that was right when you were 18, right?
Yes.
Like as soon as you finished, or after the summer?
Yeah, so when I finished
What do you call it? Is it grade school? What do you call it in the UK?
Some people go to A-levels, do A-levels, but I went to college because I am stupid.
Oh, so there's university and then there's college.
No. Okay, so you go school, you finish at 16, and then it's rather you do A-levels or you do BTEC at college.
Oh.
And that's what I did, BTEC at college.
And then you uni?
Pardon?
Is that uni?
No. And then you do that for 2 years or however long it takes you.
And so you said you were more promiscuous when you were in uni than you are now.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
So what did that look like? Okay, your first week of uni. What did it look like? What
Just a lot of shagging. Like
how much shagging? Give us some deets. Give us some numbers.
Well, I was there with my best friend, and we would like tag team guys. So if they were best friends, we would be like, right, well, you take him and I'll take him, and we would always fuck best friends. Like that was the kind of.
Okay, wait. So you like first week. What are we looking at?
Yeah, probably like every night I went out, I'd come home with a guy.
Oh God. Every night?
Yeah, and that's where I had my first 5-some and first 3-some.
Wait, your first week of uni?
No, it was like
your first semester of uni.
Yeah, so basically, because I only did one. I went to one lesson, but I stayed at uni. I didn't tell my parents that I'd started OnlyFans and just stayed in the accommodation, but didn't go to any of the lessons.
Wait, so you took one lesson? And then
I was like, right, it's time to be a degenerate and start OnlyFans.
Okay, and so you said your first semester of uni, were you going out partying every night?
Yeah, it was every night. Like every night.
Almost every night.
Yeah.
Every night or almost?
No, almost every night.
Almost five nights a week, fair to say?
Yeah, and then when I wasn't going out, I was texting guys.
And so every single night you went out, you would have sex.
Yeah, yeah.
Almost.
That was like our intention. We'd be like, right, I can't wait to go out tonight and find some like fit friends to fuck. Okay. And like, who? You know what we'd always say? Whose bed are we gonna end up in tonight? Not ours.
So, you said you had a 5-some?
Yeah.
With 4 guys?
No, it was 2 guys and 3 girls.
How does that even work? Okay, cool. And then you had a couple 3-somes too during uni?
Yeah.
Okay. How long were you in uni for? 4 months?
I think I stayed in the accommodation for about 6 months because it was like free accommodation away from home where I could do OnlyFans in the privacy of having my own like room.
Okay.
And also like it was great because then I could fuck a load of guys because I wasn't living at home anymore.
Ryan, can I jump in? Just because I don't know if that story, it'll still be there. And not to be the wet blanket, not to be the whatever, but it is so hard listening to it because it sounds like it's a nice ski resort. You're there, hot tub, sauna, whole bit. It was a resort type situation, and I'm literally thinking about my 2 sons. We're going to play in the pool. We got the daughter on the way. We got all this stuff, and it's like, if they were to see something like that.
Oh, it wasn't. It was a private like house.
Yeah.
But thinking about how, just on that scenario though, like let's just say we walked by, me and my 3 kids, and they saw that, how would that make you feel?
It wasn't like
Well, I think she stated that.
Yeah, it was like a private chalet, and the hot tub was just theirs. Like it wasn't like a resort where there's families there and stuff like that. I'm not doing anything in front of kids.
You're not doing anything in public, correct?
But to say that though, the average age that a young one starts watching is 8, and so saying I'm not doing anything
things in front of kids.
She just said no.
But she is.
No, on porn.
But then shouldn't that be the parents' like their
honestly,
obligation?
Tell me how this makes you feel.
Okay, but before, we did give a warning before the show that we don't want to discuss like young people.
Then we can just end it on this. We can end it on this of just an answer, a truthful, honest answer of just how would that make you feel?
Yeah,
when they're
that
watching.
totally makes me feel sick. Like, of course, I don't want anyone underage watching my content, but that is also not really fully my responsibility. It is the parents. It is their guardian or just their education.
I think about Brittany De La Mora, former actress in the adult industry. She stood up to this. She is speaking up against it. And we think about education, how much that can help. I'm not going to say the word. Blockers on our phones.
Yeah. And I do think the porn community could do more to, make sure that only people over age are watching.
But that's kind of the crux of it all. If I could give you $100 million, or if I could say you could save 10 marriages, 10 self-deletions, and 10 women being what.
But as an actress, I can't do shit. Like,
You can stop.
No, you can.
I really don't think it's her fault though, because there's thousands of other girls doing it too.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is what an inspiration she could be if she spoke up against it. That's what I'm saying. And if it could help those people, would it be worth it?
It still wouldn't change anything.
Yeah, I just don't think
might not change something.
Yeah, you're just discrediting yourself. You're believing that you can't make any type of difference. But how does any movement start? It starts with one person. Manny stood up and said to me, "Hey, I have a problem and I need help." And we've been able to see the impact that that's had on hundreds of families, hundreds of couples. And it's very easy to sit there and just discredit yourself and say, I can't do anything. I can't help the world. You can change the world. And it starts one person, one family at a time, finding healing, and people being willing to stand up and say, what's happening right now is not right. And what's happening to children's minds is not right. And you can make a difference.
You guys have a fantastic mission. It feels a little bit like a non sequitur though, because we're talking about her pre-porn promiscuity, and I would like to try to attempt to stay focused on the topic at hand. So let's perhaps return to that. So you were saying how let's see, where were you? You're telling us about the hot tub. You're telling us about uni, your uni experience.
I'm not laughing.
So I mean, what was that? Looking like?
Just having fun, going out a lot, and sleeping around a lot.
Okay. And I'd
obviously just started OnlyFans, so I was like, I earn enough to be able to like support myself, and yeah, it was just so much fun. I actually really enjoyed the uni.
Why did you decide to start doing OnlyFans? Like, what was the impetus?
I had wanted to do it for a while when I was with my ex-boyfriend, and then I broke up with him, and I was like, yeah, why not start it? I already had like a slight platform. I don't want to be like, oh, I've got so many followers, but I already had like a slight platform on Instagram. And I thought, like, I can make some.
If OnlyFans didn't exist, do you think you would have stayed in university, gotten a degree, and like got a more traditional job, or what do you think you would have done?
Probably. I definitely think it was OnlyFans that led me to porn, definitely, because I realised how much I enjoyed it. That I was like, yeah, I want to like do this even more and stuff like that, and grow more. But yeah, I don't know, maybe like. But then again, I was like, I don't even know really what I was doing in uni. And I went to one lecture, so I can't say I wasn't enjoying it.
Do you think that for other girls, it sounds like you've been successful in the industry, but like for other girls who are maybe wavering, like, oh, should I, go get a license and do cosmetology, or go get believe me, I'm anti-college, I'm anti-degrees, but like, stay in university and get whatever degree, or I could just drop out and go do OnlyFans and make a bunch of money, which again, statistically, not necessarily a true narrative. Do you think that that's sort of a risky path?
You know what? I have like a ton of not a ton. I have quite a few girls come to me every so often and say, I really want to get into the industry. Like, I want to start OnlyFans. How do I do this? How do I do that? Like, what do you think? Should I, like just asking for my opinion. And I do always say, please think about it so much, because like.
Do you give them your referral code on OnlyFans too?
Well, if I said, first of all, I say, really, really think about it. Make sure it's something you really want to do. Like, talk to your parents about it and make sure like people, you're not going to get like, I don't know, just have a good think, because it has a full impact on your life. And then, I let them think about it. And if they still want to go through with it, then yeah, of course I'll offer up my referral code. If they're not getting off me, they're going to get off someone else. Like, it's not, but if they really want to do it, then yeah. But I always say, like, it's not as easy as what people make it out. No one's successful not many people are successful
I think
overnight,
that's the real sinister nature of OnlyFans, and it sounds like you guys aren't necessarily perpetuating the myth, but that it is just like easy money. And I think that that's just like it's PR, for lack of a better term, wet dream for OnlyFans.
Some people obviously like do get, like the people who are already famous, but like it's I'm not saying I've got the hardest job in the world or anything like that, but it's hard. Like I work hard, I'd like to say. But I'm not saying like I've got the hardest job. But yeah, it's a lot harder than it looks online, because people just think you take a few photos and then, you're set for life. But that's just not the truth at all.
Yeah.
So kind of where I was leading into with all these questions, I know I was kind of almost interrogating you there.
No, don't worry.
It was leading to somewhere. No, it was leading to a point. It was, in your notes here, you say that the internet makes people think people care way more about body count than they actually do. And that's kind of where it was leading. So it sounds like you don't really think body count matters, or it shouldn't matter. Is that correct?
Yes. Okay. I just think like, these extremist podcasts sometimes.
Is this an extremist?
No, more like Fresh and Fit and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Come up on like your For You page, and it's like, I will not date a girl who's got a body count over 4. Like, you are a fucking hoe. Like, you're a whore. You may as well fucking kill yourself, because no man will ever want you. And
that's not something I advocate for, but.
And I just want to say, like, that is not true. And I think in a real relationship, like, people don't care that much, as long as you're not a whore like me. As long as like but like if you're like a little bit of a slut, then like people don't care as much as
well, okay, so I'll open up to the whole panel. We'll go around the table. Do you object to men caring about a woman's body count, starting with you?
Wait, does object mean I'm so
disagree?
Do you?
Yes, so I disagree with men caring about body count.
Do I disagree with men caring about a woman's body count?
Mm-hmm. Do you object to it?
No, I don't. I think everybody's entitled to their own opinion.
Okay, sure.
To each his own.
No, I don't care. In fact, I think it matters.
If they didn't care, I think that would be a red flag.
Okay. Can you scoot your mic that way just a bit?
What was the question again?
Do you object to men caring about a woman's body count?
I'm not sure how to answer this. Can you elaborate? Like,
okay, so a lot of men, not all men, but a lot of men prefer women who have a low body count or who are not promiscuous.
Mm-hmm.
And so, for example, if a woman has slept with 7 men, or 10 men, or whatever it might be, some men might think that's a lot and object to it and not want to date her or take her seriously in a long-term relationship. Would you object to that?
I think everyone's entitled to their different opinions.
Sure. Becca, what about you?
No.
Okay. Anything?
I think it would be tough, but I would look at their heart and see if they are saying, you know what, hey, we've all made mistakes in the past. We've all sinned. We've all gone against God. But I want to better myself and move in a new direction.
Got it. Well, so it seems like almost everybody here, including a lot of the women, disagree with you on this. Do you think that perhaps your view on this is because you've had your promiscuity, or perhaps you still are promiscuous?
I think I'm probably talking about like my optimal guy. If I was with a guy and they were asking and caring about body count, then that's not for me.
Yeah, obviously I would disagree if a man has 100 body, like a body count of 100, then it's a different story. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to tell me like, oh yeah, I care about your body count. When
you could actually, you could. I'll make the argument in a sec here, but so here's we're gonna go around the table on this. What's your body count? Starting with you. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's definitely triple digits. I couldn't tell you what it is.
Do you think it's more than 200?
I would like to think probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't care, so I don't count. And like that number's quite high. I can't count that high, you know what I mean? Like that's a part-time job, keeping track of that.
So, okay. Do you think there's a percentage breakdown between like the men you've slept with for work and then the civilians you've slept with?
I've probably slept with a lot more like
for work?
Civilians. No.
More civilians than for work. Okay. How many do you think, but you said, didn't you say you've done over 100 scenes?
No, I've not done, I've probably done like
how many men do you think you've done scenes with? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70?
I don't know. Quite a few now.
Well, range. Give us a range.
I can't. Like, I'd say like...
More than 50?
No, probably about 50.
About 50?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what about like civilians? How many there?
Yeah. In the hundreds.
But are you saying...
No,
that's
no,
a
probably
big
not.
range.
I'm going to guess if you...
250?
I'm going to
Quarter
guess
of a thousand?
it's between 150...
150?
No, probably a bit more than
that.
No,
well, yeah, a bit more than that.
And then like
250.
220.
150, so like, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite hard to like know. Right. I don't count, so it's hard to know like...
Are you counting women and men?
Yes, I count women. Because like, I date girls, like I like girls, so like I class that as sex. Yeah. But I know a lot of people are like, I don't count girls. But that's because they don't.
You said you want a husband one day, right?
Yeah.
You want kids?
No.
No kids. Oh, no kids. Okay. Do you think that, do you at least admit or concede that the fact that you've been engaged in adult content and your admitted past and current promiscuity, do you at least admit that for the vast majority of men,
it's not optimal?
That's going to be a major issue for long-term commitment?
Yeah. No,
okay.
I understand that, and I know what my actions like result in. I get that, but then again, like I don't want to date someone who's not wanting to enjoy other people with me and stuff like that.
All right. Well, I mean, it seems like at least you're kind of aware of...
Yeah, I'm a self-aware slut.
There you have it.
Do you think a man of high value and with self-respect will take her serious and wife her? Or do you think she is going to have to settle with a man that makes less than what she is making and is more likely going to be a pushover? Or do you think she will have to end up a 60-year-old woman with her beautiful looks faded away with a house full of cats? Let me know in the comments.